Hey Jen, I have a quick question about the city.
The what?
The city. I was just curious as to should Ryan should get around just fine, right? Because she looks totally human.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if they had ways of detecting like non-humanness or something that I wouldn't have didn't
Unless
notice
they
or
do,
something.
unless they do a full body check on you, I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, unless they did a cavity search, I don't think they find out.
Best of luck trying that. Just kidding.
I'll do it.
Don't tempt the DM. Never tempt the DM.
Yeah, that's my job.
No, that's also half my job too.
Wait, where is... I don't see Gary in the game. Or is that Cody? What the hell?
No, sorry, I was in the wrong game. I'm coming in right now.
Is Revlin the edgelord who never logged out?
Yeah.
Hmm.
How do you call him the Edgelord?
Because he was the drow. I almost said the Duragar. I'm like, that's really not right. I'm like, wow. All right. Where am I even? What is this?
What is life?
Okay, I'm gonna delete his token. Everything.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna find someone else or no?
No.
Alright.
I mean, you have a bard. A bard is plenty decent for our
Does he
purposes.
count for like 2 people?
No, the bard can serve as a rogue because he's got skill checks out the wazoo. He just can't do these tools.
It's true. We need Steve Stills, we need to brute force everything.
Yeah, this doesn't exactly seem like a stealth-oriented party, so I don't think we're going to be doing much sneaking anyway.
Oh, really?
Oh, I think we'll...
Don't
I
tempt
think-
them because we
I
did it
think
last
we'll
time.
find a way to fuck it up.
Don't
I mean,
tempt them, we did it last time already.
I'm not saying we might not need to be stealthy. I'm just saying we
You're
can't.
already insinuating that we need to be stealthy. Stop it. Oh gosh.
You're digging
tried
yourself
last week.
deeper in.
I mean, I'm fine. I've got a +7. You know, whatever. Put me in there, dude.
Well, at least
No.
I don't. At least I don't have disadvantage. Remember?
Oh no, I can always raise the I can always do two things: give you disadvantage and raise the DC.
Yeah, but then everybody else is extra boned. I mean, I'm not saying I won't get caught. Just statistically, I'm less likely to get fucked than everybody else.
Oh, you have no idea how I DM, do you?
I think he does.
Do
He
you-
just haven't seen the full extent of it yet.
Do you change DCs per party member?
No, nothing
And
as
the
dickish as
rules
that.
of mathematics?
No. But what I usually do is if I think you're being particularly... Chad, do you remember the case of Varys?
Are you stuck silver arrows up his butt the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good times.
That was like a trap, and we kept trying to like. He kept knocking out, and we had to like heal him every time he knocked out while getting the silver arrows out of his butt.
No. Than did that specifically. So he pulled one out, and then that always took one health away from him, and then he healed him by one with lay on hands, and he just repeated that until he got all the arrows out. That was what happened.
And then he proceeded to break all the plates.
Yeah, and then you got hit by Witch Bolt, if I remember correctly.
No, that was me.
Yeah, no, that was after the whole the silvered arrow shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. Oh. All right. So I say we wait till 8:10 and then I'm gonna start. Varys will be an hour late. He already told me that. I have no idea if he's recording or not.
Yes.
How can you even tell?
I mean, that's what he said. When he said that he was going into the voice chat, but on mute. As you see, he's here, so that he could record. It's in the chat.
I know that,
Right.
but how do we know when he's like if he's recording right now?
Yeah,
I forgot.
exactly. That's what I mean.
I mean, I'm just assuming that he's been recording ever since he logged on. He'll just taper everything out later.
That's a fair point.
Alright.
Deathwing, I like the guy, but I can see him dropping. One, because he has, like, I think WoW raids just before this. And every single time, I still suspect that it's because he's stuck in a WoW raid somewhere.
Have you played World of Warcraft?
No.
Alright.
I have.
Does it usually take longer than it should be?
I mean, depends on his guild. We literally never go over, but I'm kind of a stickler about that, and I run our raids, so. Depending on the guild, some guilds just chronically go over. I don't know what level of raiding he does, though. I assume if he's raiding on a Thursday, it's at least somewhat hardcore, because he's probably in a 3-day guild.
3-day and you're out?
But then again, if he's raiding on a Thursday and he's a 3-day guild and I haven't cleared by now, I don't know. It could honestly too nasty.
Long story short, but it's a wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the next wild card that I'm watching. Right, the rogue has always been a wild card, especially since I got the feeling that we were all firing on him for the first session.
Wait, what happened to him in the first session?
No, because his stats were irregularly high.
Oh, that one.
Remember that?
Who's
Oh, yeah, I
our
remember.
cleric?
Deathwing.
Oh, okay. He missed last meeting, right?
Yeah, because he was stuck in
Okay.
Virginia in a cornfield.
Yeah. Right. No, I was just making with all the talk of dropping. I wanted to make sure that we still have a cleric because I don't have healing spells on my list, and if I needed a finagle healing,
I think I have something.
I mean, I don't mind healing if I need to, but if we've got a cleric, you know.
Yeah, and I have healing spells as well.
He's more of a damage cleric, to be honest. He's a Tempest cleric.
Carrix has my healing potion.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yo, so sorry.
No worries. We're down one person, so I'm just waiting for stuff to roll in.
Okay, I'll be right back though.
Yeah, no problem. Oh my god, the vape, the nicotine is finally hitting my system after like 30 minutes. Fuck.
Nice.
Sweet, sweet nicotine. Because I can't drink coffee at this time point. Because if I drink coffee, I'm gonna be up till 3 in the morning.
Oh, hello, Deathwing.
Hello.
Hey, how was being stuck in a cornfield?
It sucked. Okay, listen.
I think that's
listen.
the most expected answer we could have gotten from that.
Okay, I was going through South Dakota, okay?
South Dakota.
I always forget that's even a state.
Okay, I'm going through
Wow.
there. That wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad until I hit Montana.
Oh,
my God.
I hit
Montana.
Montana. And we drove for 2 hours before we met civilization again. There was no service. All we saw was one trucker for 2 hours and like one house along the way, and I'm pretty sure that was a cultist.
Probably. Definitely a chainsaw murder.
Definitely some Far Cry 5 shit right there. Definitely. So I think everybody's here. Gary and Deathwing, you guys were, and oh, actually Rion as well. So while the rest of the group kind of walked their way through the city, you guys were smuggled in the dead of night. So yeah, through some secret passages and some
Okay, we went
finagling.
to that now. Alright, fair enough.
So basically, you guys have been hot dropped. You guys were basically on a freight transport that, was commandeered and they just dropped you out of the skies. It wasn't very fun. It wasn't a very fun experience. You guys dropped in without any gear, and so you guys kind of wandered and snuck your way in through the sewers to a tavern called, I believe it was the Midnight Tide.
The Midnight Whisper.
Okay.
Have we had a chance to get a room and a shower?
Nope.
Yeah.
You guys are at this time point. You guys would be currently showering. Yes.
Lovely.
Is the Midnight Tide in the Evening Whisper, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said like Midnight Whispers before, and then you said Evening Whispers. I'm like, okay.
It has Evening Whisper and Midnight Tide. God, it's confusing. All right, just similar motifs. But anyways, so you or not you, Rion, Gary, and Deathwing. You guys are. I mean, you guys have your gear now. You're showering, while the rest of the group is finally rolling in through the door of the Midnight Tide. So that's where we're starting. I'm not going to sum up what happened last time. You guys can all hear it and listen to it on the thingamajig. So let's get started.
Would this be a new day?
This would be the same evening. The
Okay.
evening of.
So we're basically just bringing the little child to the other place, Midnight Tides.
Yeah, the Midnight Whisper. We're taking her to the Midnight Tide, and then we're gonna go underground, I think.
It's midnight. The tavern is called the Midnight Tide. TIDE.
Yeah.
Isn't that where we are now? And we're trying to get to the Evening Whispers, which is in the Human District.
Yep.
Yes, it's in the noble districts.
It's the Noble
Alright.
District.
Just call them humans.
hey,
Hey, that's racist to me.
that's racist.
Good.
Okay, so what city are we in again?
The city of Sarn.
Okay, cool.
Did you just say Sauron?
No, not Sauron. Sarn.
So me, and
Ryan.
Ryan, and sorry, I drove cross country and I kind of forgot a lot of stuff.
No worries.
You,
Right.
Rion, and Gary, the bard.
Gary, okay, we're all just together, and everyone else is together on their own separate.
We're like currently we got our rooms and we can be showering if we want to be in the tavern
Okay,
because we crawled through a bunch of sewers.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna meet, and I'm just gonna wait downstairs for everyone.
Yeah, I'll be coming downstairs as well.
Okay.
Yep.
So group A, I'm gonna call Deathwing's group B, group A. All right, the people that walk through the city. As you guys enter through this bar or this tavern, you see that the inside is rather strange. There's a bunch of like pockmarked and not bruised, but kind of manhandled type of furniture strewn about the place. There seems to be about 4 or 5 patrons here drinking. Seems to be about working class. What's interesting is that number one, there is no humans only sign on the front here, and number two, there seem the patrons here are definitely not human. You see, the bar is being served by a gnomish woman, kind of rotund, but seems to be a decent enough bartender. You see in the corner there, you see 3 elves drinking together after wearing some type of peasant clothing. You can still see the dirt of the day kind of on their clothes, which is just this very simple tunic and dark pants. You see a dwarf in another corner, kind of with half his beard burned off, it seems, clutching and there's a pickaxe on the side, and he's just passed out, completely drooling on the table. While a rare dragonborn sighting, at least in this city, you gather, kind of drinking and eating this what appears to be fish.
And how do they look at people who appear to be human in this bar? Is there any sort of weirdness there?
There's a certain amount of disdain, there's a certain amount of hatred, there's a certain amount of, but they don't meet your eyes directly. They always avert their gaze somehow.
Wait, do we have humans in this group?
Yes.
Will
I'm
is
the
human,
only human.
and I appear to be human.
I'm
But
pretty sure
aren't
I'm a-
you in the other tavern?
No,
Oh.
you guys are in the same tavern. They're on
Yeah.
level 2, you're on level 1. At this current point.
I technically look human because of the wax on my face, but I'm not even sure about that anymore.
You look human at a distance. Anywhere between 15, from like 5 to 15 feet, you are clearly orcish.
Okay, alright.
Well, with kids still on my shoulders, I am going right to the bar.
Wait, there's a kid? What?
We have a kid. Raytheon has a kid on her back. It's like
Oh,
a
hold on.
child.
So the group that wasn't here last time is already here?
Yeah, they're up on the second floor. You guys have no idea of this.
Oh, okay.
No.
So the pudgy gnomish woman, you see her now, kind of with a jade green type of shawl around her shoulders, kind of this reddish brown dress, brown hair, kind of streaked with gray already, tied in a nice, if slightly messy bun. He says, "Yes, dear. What can I help you with?"
Honestly, your strongest alcohol and kid, water, milk, juice, rum, whatever kids drink. That too, please.
Did you just suggest rum for a kid?
Why not?
The gnomish woman is looking you very strangely, but nods, and as she goes to pour you some kind of ale, although it's a very strange color, it's actually colored blue. And she pours out, thankfully, something resembling orange juice for Ty.
How much for one grog?
She kind of jerks her hand towards there's a poster that says, ale is 5 copper. Ale is 5 copper, and there you see there's a bunch of different ones, but the one that she ordered is approximately 5 silver.
Is it as strong as grog?
Well, it knocks the crewmates on their asses, so I gather as much.
I'll take 2.
She slams down 2 frothing mugs of this blue alcohol.
Glorious, thank you very much.
Could I get one as well?
Sure. And, she serves you as well.
100 silver is 1 gold piece, right?
100 silver is 1 gold.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask her if she knows another gnome. What the fuck is his name? I don't remember. Never mind.
Another question, lady, if you don't mind. Suppose I had.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Jen. Okay.
Go ahead.
Suppose I had 3, almost like incense burners. One of gold, silver, and copper. How much would you pay me for them?
She kind of looks at you, looks at the rest of you, and then she goes and on this kind of dusty bar stool, she draws a very simple picture of a bird. I wouldn't talk about that right now, dear. And before she clears off the bird.
Thank you, Mum.
Since we're just talking, have you heard of What's up?
No, your turn. You go.
I'm gonna see if she's heard of a gnome named Ron Viz.
Rothus?
Ron Viz.
Jog my memory here.
That is the gnome in my deck.
Let me double check this. Is he the tinkerer? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Ronthus. There's only one Ronthus I know of. If you're talking about a gnomish man who, are you talking about the clockmaker?
Yes.
He passed by not too long ago, but he said that he was on his way somewhere else, somewhere out west.
Do you know? Did he give a name?
No, he did say that he had recently dug up something about a rare relic or an artifact that counts the exact amount of time that has passed in this world.
Oh man, what a cool plot hook. Well, that's all I need to know. Me and him were very close. He was a mentor to me, and I show her one of the watches I have. The watch I currently have.
Oh, that's beautiful, dear. He didn't stay for too long. He maybe left 5-6 days ago.
Oh. Alright.
Yes, the people here weren't too receptive of him. Not because of his craft, but because of who he is.
Yes, I know. This town is pretty racist.
Yes, it wasn't always this way, as she pours herself a mug of this blue ale and kind of takes a sip.
And I'm guessing what changed is when the wizard thing. What was it again? Like a wizard council took over?
Yes, the Council of Mages. They took over about 25 years ago, after dethroning or usurping the previous regime, which was a monarchy. And it was a very bloody. Very bloody turnover, and that's when we started seeing the Greys.
The Greys?
She kind of gestures to outside, and you see that she's pointing to one of those gray automatons.
Oh yeah, the construct guy?
Yeah, that's when we started the Greys. They enforce order here and basically oppress the people here.
Yeah. Probably have to show her my burn mark from that lightning.
Not even sure if you deserve that, to be honest.
You got off
Yeah.
light. You got off light. You should, but if one of us were to go up there, we'd be executed.
Yeah. Sad to see.
What would you do if the Wizard Council just vanished one day?
That would depend. Depends on. We are not a democracy here. We've never had a democracy. But at the same time, Sarn can't be without a ruler. We've heard good things about the Dragon Empire. We've also heard good things about the Merchant Nation. But there's too many. We can't expect to save this city if we can't save ourselves, now can we?
Do you want to save yourselves?
Miss, I'm a simple tavern owner, as you see. As long as I can make my money and be happy, the realm of politics doesn't really interest me.
Well, are you happy?
She kind of gives a arched eyebrow at that and falls silent. Just kind of sipping her alcohol and not really saying too much at this point. You feel like she's probably clammed up.
No one is happy under the rule of oppression. Rather be free than be oppressed by people who hate us or something like that.
She kind of leans into you and and kind of gestures for you guys to lean in. Before she says, "I'd caution you to be careful with your words here. The mages are known to eavesdrop."
Mm.
Hmm.
Is it okay for us to make our way down to the first level at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then Ryan has finished showering and will go downstairs and check things out.
Magnan will as well.
All right, so you guys see Rian and Magnan kind of stumble down. I mean, you look at them. The looks on their faces kind of signify that they've had a rough bit of issue. Like they've been through a rough day.
Wait, are people walking downstairs or people already downstairs?
People are walking
downstairs.
down to where you guys are.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna walk straight to the bar lady, whoever it is, and I'm gonna order 3 pints of ale.
All right, she slams down 3 pints of this bubbling blue alcohol.
I'm gonna. Do I know what this is? Is it strong shit?
It's fairly
Is it
strong.
strong for a dwarf?
It'd be considered a lager for a dwarf.
I'm gonna look at her and give me something that's good for dwarves, lass.
She kind of eyes you curiously, kind of gives you a rare smile as she pulls out what appears to be a dropper, like carefully uncorks it, like pulls out a dropper, adds about 4 drops of this fiery red liquid into
Oh, no.
each of these things, and you see that the alcohol's color has changed from blue to a very violent purple.
Did I drink one of these before?
Is that what I think it is?
You're welcome to try, my friend.
Jen, did I try one of these before?
And I'm gonna chug one of them.
It is very different from what you've had. It is like the bastard love child of elf and dwarf.
Does
It
it
is-
taste good?
It's sweet. It's fairly strong. Definitely not as strong as fire whiskey, but it does pack a punch.
So what I'm getting out of this is it's like a craft beer that's really strong, like 13% or stronger.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I'm just gonna give her a tip, like fairly large tip, and down the rest of them.
She thanks you, and if you need more, please let me know.
Keep them coming.
All right,
No. We don't need a drunk person with us here.
Lad, I'm a dwarf. This isn't me getting drunk. This is me just drinking.
I'm going to sit down and order a glass of wine.
You get for the amount of money they're paying, which is probably about a silver or 2. It's passable, but you get the idea that wine really isn't the preferred drink of the land here.
Brian hasn't really had much in the way of alcohol, so she'll probably be fine with it.
Girl needs to get out, War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hi.
lady.
Ty drinking her juice?
What?
Has Ty drunk her juice?
You see her very timidly trying to drink it, and she kind of spills a little bit of it, like as it kind of streaks down her chin, which she like quickly, almost animal-like, just like flicks her tongue to catch it.
Hey, I like this girl already.
I'm gonna gently rub her face with the back of my hand and make sure that she has the cup with both hands. Try and help her out a bit, keeping one arm around her and her saddled kind of on my legs.
All right.
I'm going to look at the kid and then look at the rest of the group and then look at the kid and then look at the rest of the group and I'm
And
going to
then
raise
look
an
at the kid?
eyebrow.
She's
we
pocket
found,
food.
we found her outside. She was being quote unquote bullied, like tortured by these kids. Bullied.
That's awful.
We figured we'd help her.
Yeah,
Great,
good.
figured I'd help her. Thanks, guys.
I mean, I think we would have helped too.
I think
going
Jen
to
knows
get the-
why. I think Jen knows why.
Are we trying to get into a pissing contest here, guys?
Yes,
Could-
alright,
by the way,
okay.
could I summon my cat, which I forgot the name of once
I
again?
will eat it.
You hear a loud meow as your cat familiar shows up, kind of just having stretching his back and just kind of walking in.
Hey, buddy. I'm gonna ask him to. Could you go outside for a moment? Just look around and see what's there.
He just shoots you. If a cat could shoot you, are you fucking kidding me? Look, that would be it. As he just and then he just turns the other way, tail like completely straight and proud, and just saunters off.
Could I as he's kind of doing this, I'm just chilling there. Could I just look through his eyes and look around outside?
Yeah, you see outside. At this time of night, there's not that many people walking around, which is somewhat strange since it's probably around 7 o'clock, and you know from
But I know there's like a curfew in place.
a what?
A curfew.
You have no idea.
Well, I'll ask the gnome. By the way, did she say her name?
No, she still has not said her name.
Oh,
She's
man. What's your name? It's so rude of us not to ask.
The name is Edna, my dear.
All right. Well, Edna, is there curfew on this place or around town?
All areas. Well, yes and no.
What would you say for the area around us?
In this area, folks don't usually try to roam. Bad things tend to happen to good folks when they roam outside at night.
I hope my cat's okay.
As she says that, if you're focusing in on your cat again, kind of breaking off the conversation, the rest of you just see him like staring off in the distance like a freaking invalid.
I'll probably be staring into my cup anything.
Like an invalid?
Yes,
What was that you just said?
invalid.
I'm sorry.
What is an invalid?
I
A
feel like
vegetable.
Oh, say that again?
A vegetable.
I'm sorry. It's just funny the way you said it. I've never
Alright,
heard
well.
it that way before.
That is the correct way to say it.
Yeah, I'm. What?
I don't want to put my cat in danger. So if he does see anything, I'll have him walk back in.
Wait, does that mean we're in curfew time already or no?
Yeah, you guys are in curfew time, technically speaking.
Hmm.
At least we know there's one set now, though.
Your cat kind of saunters back in. Meow.
Did he see anything, by the way?
Yeah, he saw something.
Cool. Could I ask him what he saw? I mean, you can literally just share it to me telepathy. Through telepathy.
Right. What he saw was a bunch of what appear to be humans with pitchforks. And he saw a couple of hooded men in robes that had fair amounts of arcane jewelry with torches walking around and kind of roaming the perimeters of this place.
So I'm gonna relay that to the woman, to the gnome, and I'm gonna also ask: do these men do this, or is this something new?
Is there a way to whisper just the GM?
Yes.
/W name.
Yes, I mean they're the for lack of a better word, the vigilantes. They hunt people like us who stray outside.
Wow.
You say vigilantes, but they just hunt people that are outside, not minding their own business, not doing anything wrong.
But remember, there's a curfew. So they're probably out
Vigilantes
there
more
to,
they want to assert their dominance, I think.
yeah, they're probably out there to just try to quote unquote enforce this curfew.
That's disgusting.
It is.
We also call those murderers.
Hey, be careful what you say here. What she said, they might be watching.
Yeah.
Well,
Could I actually make it just a perception check to see if I see any kind of just anything in this room?
What are you looking for specifically?
Just anything that I think could be watching us just through magical means, maybe?
That would be Arcana.
That would be a con of that, dude.
Oh, you want me to roll an Arcana check then?
Yeah, Arcana then.
Bam. Fuck.
You don't see anything.
Well,
Or you
do I
don't
feel-
think you don't think you see anything.
Do I feel a faint sense of divination magic around us? Would I get that with the 12?
You don't sense anything. At least you don't think.
All right.
Speaking of not being able to talk freely, do you know any way for us to sneak through the Noble District into the what's that one tavern called? I forgot. I'm saying this like sarcastically.
guy.
Probably.
Oh my god. Hey, you know this king, right? Is there any way I could put this poison into his cup? You know, just a hypothetical. It's alright though.
I hate all of you so much.
And you know what?
Oh,
Hate
yeah.
means love.
I want 3
Man,
more
I'm
pints
just
of ale.
kidding, man. Dear God.
Are there windows around here? Because if that is that actually set in character? Because if it is, then
No,
Ryan's
it
gonna-
isn't.
Okay,
I said sarcastically, for God's sake.
sorry, I didn't catch that.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
there are
anyways.
windows here. There are windows on the
There are.
side.
They're open windows, right?
Not really. They're like half closed.
Jen, I messaged you in Roll 20.
Yeah, I messaged you back in Discord because it's easier for me that way.
Got it. I'll just do that from now on.
Yeah, can we go ahead and close those windows? Do you mind? As I look over to the gnome.
She kind of just shrugs.
Oh, since we're staying here for a night, how much are the rooms?
Guys, we
15 gold a room.
whoa!
And how many of us are here?
I cannot afford that. Someone, where's the rogue?
Are you that
You
poor that you
can-
can't afford it?
You can share. I mean, I can take the floor. It's fine.
I'll take the floor. That's unchivalry of me.
Isn't chivalry the paladin's department?
Hey,
You
I don't
don't want to
know.
bunk with. You don't want to bunk with the rest of them.
But yeah, no worries. You can share.
yeah. The rogue went off with all my gold
Hey, why did you give him all your gold?
because I just let him hold it because he had better passive perception. I didn't think he was gonna get wrecked and lose his life or whatever. Or like get out of the game. That's what I think.
I technically don't need a bed either.
Do you guys like meditate?
Yeah, I really. Whoever needs a place can share mine.
I'm a half-orc barbarian that's an outlander. The only thing I can literally do is lay on a pile of grass and call that a bed.
I don't know if I want to sleep in the same room as Thumper though.
Why not?
I feel like I'll wake up at night and he's just staring at me.
I mean, Wraith is just gonna get a room with a bed for Ty, because she can trance in a chair.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
can Thumper crash there so that William doesn't die, and then Carrick's can share this?
Wait, what do you mean he can't? Wait, who says gonna die?
I mean, it's because my cat also needs sleep. Or I would assume my familiar needs sleep. Well, they don't, but I would rather they get sleep.
Rayon, were you saying that Thumper stays with me?
If that's okay.
I guess so.
Yeah, because then we have 3 and 3. That works. We got rooms good.
I call the floor.
The new Varys.
I'll take the chair.
No, I'm pretty sure Carrick's doesn't need a bed either.
Oh yeah, Carrick's just does his thing. Yeah, I'll take a chair in our room then.
Cool.
Alright, so how many
So
rooms?
how many rooms?
2.
So that's 2.
Ooh,
Okay, so that's 30 gold. 23 since Carrick's is going to contribute.
Will contribute.
Okay.
I need a payout.
How many nights are you all staying here?
I think
preferably
one. Right
one.
now.
Maybe just one day, and then we'll just leave immediately.
Very well.
would it be possible, ma'am, to have a hot kettle brought up to us sometime late in the night when there are fewer ears and most eyes are closed?
She kind of thinks for a second. That can be arranged.
Most appreciated.
As you guys go up the stairs, you pass by a figure, kind of dressed in midnight blue. The hood is up. The garb is somewhat form-fitting. Just kind of walking down, and you can't really see the face from the voluminous hood, but she just passes by, and if one of you are, and yeah.
Oh, hello. I'm so sorry. Were you here? As I'm passing by, I'm gonna like low key accidentally nudge her. My bad.
You see her with. Make a perception check.
Alright,
All of us or her? Or just him?
Just whoever bumped into him.
I did.
You see you brush by her, and you see like her right hand reflexively kind of flicks. Her right wrist reflexively flicks, and you see there's a glint of some type of metal blade. And then it tucks back in, and she just continues on.
Whoa. Did I get a look at her face?
No, you did not.
Because William's the bard, right?
William's the mage.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh. Well, I'm just gonna let her go. Already done enough meddling.
As you're walking up, you turn back around and you see this figure. You get the sensation that just from bumping into her, she's probably, from her poise and her gait, you probably get you get the sense that she's probably female as she comes down, and as you watch her talk with Edna, and the two of them seem to be whispering something before the figure kind of nods her head, slips Edna a few gold coins, and kind of walks out into the night.
Do you think I would be able to? Because like on these stairs, is it blocking our vision to them if we walk all the way up it? Kind of.
Yeah, it would be.
All right, I'm gonna detect thoughts very quickly, very quietly.
How do they know that you would detect the thoughts?
Only if I pry deep into their minds. I just want to get their surface thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna get that woman's surface thoughts very quickly. So I'm
Okay.
interested.
She's thinking about how cold the night is right now.
You know what? Touche. What's Edna thinking? Just very quickly.
She's thinking she probably should close up shop for the night and go to bed.
Well, let's bounce.
Oh, looks like she's gonna pick up that hot kettle thing.
I don't want to pry into her mind because I know that'll piss him off.
I'm gonna head upstairs and see what I can see out of the room window. I'll show whoever's staying in my room which door it is, and then go to the window and look out and see what I see on the street.
I heard cats.
Yeah. My cat.
You see a dark figure kind of walking away from the tavern and walking straight up to these grays. As they stand to attention, she waves her hand. There's no arcane glow or anything that you can catch, but you see the grays kind of go back to being at ease. Make a perception check to see if you see what's going on.
Nope.
No, you see, it's very
Hey,
hard
look,
to
there's
tell.
a bug on the window.
No, that's a 1. But from this distance, it's too hard to see if you're trying to focus on just that one thing.
Okay. Is Will, are you in the room?
Yeah, what's up? What you need? I'm sitting in a chair.
Then I'm gonna just convey to you what I just saw, that someone walked out of this tavern and waved at the stone people and just kept going like they didn't care about the curfew.
I don't think I could get anything from that. Can I roll an intelligence check?
Roll this would be a wisdom, not an intelligence.
Alright. Oh, my wisdom is even worse. Oh man.
You're both of you are sitting here just confused, like what the fuck just happened?
I mean, I can assume it's some kind of magic she used. Or some kind of password. But yeah. You have to assume what type of magic it was or password.
Sorry, were you asking me?
No, I'm just saying. It could be just some kind of magic or password.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't heard of anything like that. I think it's time to get some sleep.
Are there any buildings that have roofs that are above the gate, the wall?
That above the wall?
Like they're higher than the wall?
There doesn't seem to be any from when you looked around. Like as you were passing through, you didn't see any.
And none are close enough that if you jumped, you could possibly make it on, just grab on and climb up the wall, right?
No, these walls are fairly high.
Hmm.
They're like 50 feet up. Actually, no, they're more like 200. Whatever. It's high enough where if you stand and look up, you'll still see the wall.
Okay.
And you said Carrick's doesn't sleep, correct?
Carrick doesn't sleep.
Okay, so then I will head to bed then because I can get my long rest with him staying awake.
I'll just
I'm
lean
gonna-
in this chair. Just chill. Sleep.
I'm gonna put Ty to bed, tuck Thumper in, and read him a bedtime story, and wait for Edna.
I will
come up.
I will smack you. Did you just try to tuck me into bed?
Yeah, the big bad barbarian needs to get his night rest.
Make a wisdom check. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I will do it. Let me.
Just for the hell of it, just roll. See what you get. Yeah, against your better judgment, you allow this.
All right. I'm sleeping on the floor though, in front of the door.
Yeah, you got a strange blanket that's pink with bananas on there, and it's just like, all right.
I'm sleeping in front of the door.
And you get a bedtime story of a little girl who got lured into the woods during the night by fairies, and years later, her picked clean bones are found with little teeny teeth marks up and down them. Sleep well.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'm pretty sure I heard worse. worse.
You can definitely try, but it's gonna be with disadvantage because there's no like real grips on around.
Whatever, fine. Alright, let's move on. I just realized Gary is like dead.
No, he's his wife has medical conditions that he needs to help with.
Fine.
So,
No.
during the night, you all sleep soundly except for you, William.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Yeah, why would I sleep? Not soundly.
You dream and you almost kind of see yourself in a different space. Seems kind of almost subterranean. There's lit torches and there's stonework here and there's a cobblestone type of pavement. But it's definitely underground. You don't see any streets or the moonlight or anything like that. As you see 3 hooded figures kind of standing, you can't see their faces. You hear one of them talk, a female voice. So are we all in accord then? You see the speaker here. She's wielding a rather large, kind of greenish tinged, festering scythe. The next person to talk kind of raises his hands and shows and drops something on the ground. It will be done at my speed. And as you see, his hands are covered with blue scales, but the voice is human. It's not, dragonborn-y. Well,
Oh, wait. His hands are covered in scales like it's his skin? Or is it just. Okay.
and as you look, you see that one of the thing that he dropped is silver and kind of very familiar.
Could I roll his intelligence check maybe to recognize him?
That would be a perception.
Okay. Oh, 5.
It's melted beyond all types of recognition, but you can vaguely make out something. Maybe if you saw something similar to it, it would jog your memory, but as of right now, you have no idea. As the third one, an old type of raspy one, is like, well, we have to finish. Well, how are the ravens? They'll be done when they're done. Don't forget that you chose to offer the city. Yes, for power, not for anything else. And you have yet to deliver on your promise. Well, we're doing you the favor of culling the unwanted in your city. So you should have the patience to wait. And the night kind of abruptly ends here for you.
Alright. Am I waking up in the middle of the night?
You wake up in the middle of the night. You have a cold sweat on your back. As you see that, and you see something. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah. Something in my throat. You feel something heavy slip out from your jacket.
Do I see who is doing this?
No. It just slips out as you got up, and you see it's the crest of the Venatores, which has a raven kind of etched on this coin.
All right. I'm gonna tell.
It's still the middle of the night right now.
Yeah, Karax is kind of meditating, aren't you? Or does he just not sleep?
He just doesn't sleep.
All right. Well, I'll tell him what I saw in the stream.
Just
You're
talk,
awake in the
wake me up,
corner.
right?
I won't wake you up now. Or I'll wake you up and I'll share my information with all three of you guys. And I'll tell you that there was a subterranean tunnel and 3 people, 1 woman, raspy old woman, and a man. Is that correct, right?
It's a woman, a raspy old man, and a third person.
Okay.
The third person is the one with the scaled hands.
Okay, but he sounded male.
Yeah.
Okay, so a blue scaled man. A woman with it was a raspy woman with the side?
No, it's a silky voiced woman, and then there is the raspy old man.
Alright, raspy old man.
What do you think it means?
It seems like they're going for the ravens as I show them the Venatori symbol. Or whatever symbol. And if there's a raven on the back, they might be gunning for us. They seem to also have had some kind of silver object, but I can't really put my mind on it.
Yeah, Carrick's, that might be right. There could be a tunnel system under the city.
But we should be careful. I don't think we should be showing our emblem. Because we are definitely targeted in the city.
Yeah. Did the tunnel look at all like sewers, or was it a different kind of tunnel?
It looked like bricked tunnel, right?
No, it looks more like, if I had to put my finger on it, it looked less like sewery type and more like perhaps a basement or like a keep, or maybe a ruin even.
Yeah. It would look sewery like. There might be a tunnel system under the ground. Under the city.
We just have to figure out where it's accessed from.
Yeah. Can I put my ear to the wall and hear any conversation in the other room? Has the old lady went in there yet?
Edna kind of shows up around this time. You gather it's probably around 2 a.m. As she kind of shuffles up this hot kettle for Ty, I'm guessing.
I guess could I open the door and, join them all in their room and tell them what I saw?
Okay, who's pushing the door?
Will is.
Yeah, might have to roll strength.
Oh, you're up against the door. That's right. Yeah,
All right, I'm portenting you, and I'm not gonna portent myself though. You get an 8 forced roll.
I'm not. No. I'm literally like slumped up against the door. I'm not doing anything.
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's just like a passive block.
No.
He's like, No,
I'm gonna knock on the door like, "Hey, Red."
But do I heal? Like, do I feel it like happening behind me?
Fuck no, it's a 4.
But I'm assuming I hear that and I'm waiting for Edna.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Edna's
Alright.
out here too.
Going over and grabbing Thumper by the ear and kind of just pulling him along to get him away from the door and by the window. Away from the door. So he
Okay.
can continue sleeping.
That physically
Um,
doesn't make sense.
How so?
You're going to pull on his ear and try to drag him by the ear to get to the other place? What?
Just to kind of get him up and moving.
Oh.
Have you ever done that, toddler?
No,
or
I
a
usually
Drunk
just
frat boy?
I just usually just squeeze somebody's nose until they choke.
oh my god.
Just do that to Thumper. Probably punch you in the face.
Are you okay, man? Do you need to talk about it?
Where did the bad man touch you?
Show
Don't
me
know.
on
Don't know
the,
what it is.
show me on this teddy bear where he touched you.
Alright, I actually got us dragging by the ear.
Okay, he's just like you're dragging along a half asleep Thumper who's clutching the blanket like a teddy bear.
Well, he can keep clutching it, and he gets a little pat on the head once he's by the wall, close to the bed where Ty's sleeping still. And Wraith opens the door for Edna and whoever's going to troop into her room next.
Back in our room, I am going to look out of the window again.
I'll let Edna go in first.
All right, Anna's like, she's a tiny woman, and she's carrying this kettle that's maybe 2 times her size, and she's just like, ooh.
Oh,
I'll definitely
He's like-
help her.
She's like leaning and like she's like leaning one way, and then she's leaning the other way, and she's kind of sliding everywhere.
Can I like pick it up for her?
you're polite.
Make a strength check.
Oh, dude, come on. I don't want to drop her fine chat. I just want to be a nice Samaritan.
Wouldn't it be like
Would
an
you tell me the
advantage because
DC
you're
on
helping?
it? DC like 10, right? Come on.
Yeah, it'd be DC 10. It's like,
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna just. I'm
Don't
gonna
you dare
use my
pick them.
important. I'm gonna use
Don't
my
you-
important to force it to be a literal 10.
okay. That's one of your portents for the day then.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
we're
it's a
gonna get it
day.
after today. Yeah.
It's already a new day because it resets at midnight or by after a long rest.
Oh, okay. Hold up then. Let me just re-roll it then. Alright, I couldn't help her.
No, the 10 works.
I have -1.
Oh yeah, you're screwed. So
You suck.
I
yeah,
just did not help her.
the scrawny wizard. No, you already said it. So what's happening? The scrawny wizard is trying to help, but you're not much help. But you do get some hot water splashed on your robes. It's uncomfortable. It's sticky. Yeah.
I'll just presentation that. Just, you know.
All right. But eventually, Edna does get this giant motherfucking cauldron into the room, and she sets it down with a slight clang.
You just see me in the corner sleeping.
You don't have a regular sized kettle?
No.
I'm pretty sure if she did, she would have brought that up instead.
I mean,
Okay. So who is in the room?
I have no fucking clue.
Me, Ty, Wraith, and William. And Edna.
I was wondering if anybody else was going to come in
Oh, I am looking out of the window in our room, but if there's like a whole group of people in there, then I guess I would go over.
I mean, we're all like meeting up in there, I think, except I don't know
Janet.
who except.
Jin, if they're not careful, they'll fall into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just leave it like that.
Wait, what?
Nope, keep going.
So wait, Carrick's, is Carrick's leaving our room too? Or
I have no fucking clue.
he's typing? Okay.
Oh yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, I will go ahead and go with the group too.
Okay, so everybody's in the room now.
Except the barbarian's asleep.
Edna's just gonna bow quickly and just shuffle off.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
no, stay here.
Okay, so she just stops and she looks at you confused.
The
But
entire purpose of bringing her up here was to talk where there wouldn't be people eavesdropping.
oh, okay, I gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
I gotcha. Yep. So, what do you still require? She's a little confused.
You drew the bird before.
Yes.
Well,
And
are you one of them? Or are you a scavenger?
I am whatever coin needs me to be. I was paid here. I was paid to deliver a message to someone bearing a raven emblem.
I'm gonna show her my raven then.
No, don't.
Okay, I want it. I'll let
Nope,
you do
too
it.
late. You already said you would.
Yeah. You already did.
Alright.
With that, she kind of furtively looks around, and then she kind of sighs. The message was that someone will be here tomorrow to take you to the Evening Whispers, and for you to keep your mouth shut and your ears and eyes to the ground, and present a reason to rip this city from the grasp of the Council of Mages.
I'm gonna go over to the window and look outside.
Oh no.
Okay. Roll me a dex check.
Shit, okay.
Oh no.
Okay. As you step by, you notice that there's a string suspiciously on the ground that kind of leads to exactly where the open, like exactly before the window. You remember that Thumper had a penchant was making some kind of weird new weapon that was essentially a bear trap on a string?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You suspect that this is the bear trap on a spring, or on a string.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hop back from that.
Oh man, you didn't trigger it. Yes, there's a bear trap underneath the window.
Yeah, see it right there. Nice.
You don't. Carix, you don't. But the thing is that they are right now. They're the majority hold of this entire city. To go against them, you would be going against the city itself and all of its infrastructure.
Well, think about how much easier it'll be to look for something that isn't supposed to be here, i.e., the reason we were sent here, if we have the entire city on our side, rather than having to skirt in shadows and act like rats. And I, for one, wouldn't mind stretching my talents to uprising. Sounds like it could be quite fun. And these mages are annoying me.
It sounds like these mages would slaughter all of us. Slaughter most of these townsfolk.
They're
We were
doing that
just trying to
anyway.
rebel.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd want to get anyone else injured in a rebellion before we figure out what's wrong with the river.
They may be hurting them, but if we try to rebel, a lot more will die.
Then we
Nice.
wait until meets and then destroy the room they're in and kill them all in one swoop. Did I lose you guys?
I don't know, we're good.
No, we're still
Okay. It just went dead quiet.
I do not think we just tried to do something like that.
At this point, Edna is casually kind of edging towards the door. She wants no part in this.
She's done her part, just let her leave.
Good night, Edna.
She gives you a slight nod and then exits the room.
Only if there was a way I can mind spider.
Have you already told them about your dream?
Oh, yeah. Well, I will relay the dream that it was in some kind of sewer area. It was 3 people, one dude with the raspy voice, one dude with the chick with the silky voice, and a scythe, and then one other dude with this bluey kind of scales that didn't look like dragon scales, right? They were more like, were they like fish scales?
No, they were more dragon-like than anything else, but it was just on his hands.
So like the upper arm didn't seem to have it.
You couldn't see past when he raised his arms, the rope dropped to like the forearm area, and it was all covered in scale.
Okay. You could assume he's some kind of dragonborn though, of blue.
Did you pick up any smells? Or could you recognize what type of stone it was? Maybe the lighting could give you an indication. Was it definitely night, given by the temperature?
It was subterranean. I don't know if Jin said it was cold though. Jin, did you say it was cold?
It seemed nondescript.
Nondescript. I didn't get anything more than the vision. And what I heard from them is that they're searching for those who hold the Raven Crest. That might just be all of us.
Well, you might want to work on your divination then, there.
Hey, don't be so picky. I had a dream.
I have a dream!
I
Yes.
have a dream.
I have a dream to travel in time.
That kind of
These
stuff.
kind of things.
Worried with people threatening to kill us, rather than trying to identify if the basement had a smell, like if it was moldy or the scent of wine, or if there was fresh air indicating it might have been a ruin at some point.
I mean, would I have even gotten any of this from that dream?
No, you wouldn't have gotten any of that, and you shit for your perception, remember that.
Well, like I said, it was only a vision. I only heard voices.
People have been burned for less.
Wait, what? Okay.
Well, whatever that is. But they also dropped some kind of metallic object. I couldn't really get a good look at it before I was phased out. But yep.
Did you go through your pack to see if anything in your bag reminded you of it?
I will go through my pack to see if anything reminded me of it. I have a potion. I have a rock.
The closest thing that would resemble what was dropped would be your crest.
It could be our crest. Like everybody has this crest though, right?
Yeah. Everybody in the organization has a crest.
Yeah. It could be the crest. They were talking about the Ravens, so they definitely were talking about us in some way. Does it sound like multiple sounds or just one
What?
when it dropped? Okay.
Oh, you aren't sure. You know for sure that one of them dropped. That at least one dropped.
Okay. Yeah. I suggest that we hide our emblem, though.
These are the
100%.
crests that Axel gave us, correct?
Yes.
So wasn't he like adamant that it was a big deal to lose these? Like, do not lose the crest.
Yep.
That might be part of the significance of the dream then.
Yep.
That could be it. Also, can I like take out the little purple pearl
Yeah.
and see if I can hear anything coming from it? I see anything through it.
You get the sense that it's a one-way relay, not a two-way relay.
I'm kind of concerned that the dropping of the crest is significant to the loss of a member.
Oh wait, couldn't you say I could feel her emotions though through it? Because I remember
Yes, you
last
can.
time. Yeah.
There's a bit of worry. There's a dash of concern. There's a lot of kind of hectic energy that's being transmitted through the pearl.
Okay. And yep. Oh, you know what? She did talk to me last time. Are you sure this isn't two-way?
It's one way. She projects things directly into your mind, but you can't project it back.
Oh, okay. But she can hear us and everything
Yes.
around. It's like
Yes.
a wire.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I ask her if she has any thoughts on this and she knows anything about it.
As you kind of project your dream into the mind, into the pearl itself. As soon as you get to the visage or the image of this dragon scaled man, two words pop in your mind: White Raven.
White Raven. And I said that out loud to the group, kind of like under my breath. But have you heard that before? Have I heard that before?
The only one that would have heard this before, technically speaking, would be Magnan.
Does Magnan even hear them?
Where have I heard this before?
Roll a history check.
Hold on, I got up my character sheet.
Would you allow me to assist him? Actually, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Pretty gonna
You
boost
fu-
my memory.
The AL definitely helped jog your memory. You remember that during and a little bit after the Battle of Valinor, there are rumors of a turncoat. Someone who was hunting other members of the Venators. This man, since the symbol of the Venatore is the Black Raven, the turncoat was designated as the White Raven, the antithesis.
So he's
Edgy
like,
cut
he's
swap.
like he's like the Antichrist. Okay, got it.
He's like a raven hunter.
I'm gonna go ahead and relay all that information to everyone.
So that means that the crest dropping was pretty significant. If he means harm to the raven.
So we can either stay here and lie low, or until whoever's supposed to escort us comes. We could, in small groups, I'd probably assume, explore what limited areas we can reach. Other than that, our options are kind of limited, seeing we want to be very discreet, I'm assuming.
Will and I could probably explore the Noble District.
I still do not think they would let us through. But if you would like to try again, I do not mind.
If they didn't let you through before, then we might as well not.
Why don't we just wait till morning just to see who comes to pick us up? And then go from there. If we need someone on our side in this city, then we might as well just wait.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea. Getting caught outside a curfew would definitely mean a fight, I'm sure.
So what are you guys doing?
I guess I'll return to the room, and I'm going to look out of my window that's not bear trapped and see if anything's going on the street.
You see a couple of torchlights wandering around the city. And you look a little bit further out, and there's a couple more.
They're the same kind of groups as before.
You can't tell at this distance, but you assume as much.
Okay, I will close the shutters then and go sit on the bed.
Alright, I'll go check into, or basically go and retire to the room.
So this is okay. Yeah, same thing.
All right.
Actually Magnan is gonna kind of stay up and just kind of keep an eye out on things because he's nervous, not feeling right about this.
Yeah, Ryan's a little nervous after that too. That's why she's sitting up and not sleeping.
I'll just hang out with Ryan, and Magnan will hang out then.
Okay, the two dudes in heavy plate are rocking each other back and forth.
Well, a short dude and a tall chick.
Yeah, and they're both rocking each other back and forth, like sitting cross-legged. It's like, oh, we didn't sign up for this.
See this
We didn't
dwarf
ask
with
for
this
this.
giant beard and like white hairs running through it, like old as fuck. He's just rocking.
He's just like, we didn't ask for this. We
I'm gonna
really
go-
didn't ask for this.
Find Edna and get me some more beer. Actually, I'm gonna pull out my travel emergency stash right now.
As you pull it out, you notice that there's an extra flask where there wasn't one before.
God, what is it? What do I roll?
You crack it open, roll a perception. Oh, this drink is very familiar to you. You've had it very, very recently, and as the smell kind of, you like just barely crack it, like you can smell it on your fingers already.
Yep, I'm just gonna sip from that all night.
Meanwhile, Thumper is still sleeping in the corner.
Yeah, he's sucking his thumb, got a fucking blankie on him.
No one ever bothered breaking him up, in all honesty.
I'll
I mean-
like a little guard dog sitting up with you.
And I don't think it would matter either.
Grace takes care of the children.
How old are you?
Me?
I believe it.
Yeah, how
There's
old
people
are you?
throwing fireworks outside.
I think like 106 or something.
Alright then.
Yeah, you old. I'm like a baby.
Don't you start age shaming me.
No, but I'm like a baby compared to you.
Yeah, you all are.
No, Magnan's older than you.
I
Okay,
think,
she's
yeah,
129.
Yeah, I think Magnan's like 300. Check. It's been a while since I looked, but he's pretty fucking old.
I think
Like
Brian is
middle-aged.
gonna stay up and clean her weapons and make sure everything's in good order. Occupy herself a little.
As you're sitting there and cleaning your weapons, you feel your deity being very, very distant. More distant than what you're used to.
She's gonna pause with the cleaning and pick up her holy symbol and pray.
You pray, but instead of the comfort that you usually get after praying, instead there's just pitch black cold emptiness. Like your prayers aren't getting answered or received.
This makes her antsy, and she returns to the window to glance out again, just through the crack, like barely
Yeah.
even opening it.
This is Ryan, right? Or
Yeah.
Ryan,
Ryan,
do you
yeah.
want
Rian,
to
Ryan.
take a walk around outside, make sure there's nothing going on?
Outside?
Give it a recon.
Like outside the tavern or outside?
We shouldn't go outside. There's groups of people that will
Oh,
fight
right.
us and stop us, so we shouldn't go outside. But I will look out the window and see what I
Just
see.
gonna kind of walk around the inn and make sure the premises is secure.
Because my god feels distant right now. I can't feel her, and it's very strange, and it's making me nervous.
You take a look around the perimeter of the inn. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
I'm gonna like check all the windows too. Check outside.
All right. The windows are all pretty much closed. The tavern shut down for the night. At this point, it's probably like 3. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
I'm gonna try to go back to sleep to see if I can get more of this vision.
Okay.
Gonna tell Ryan you should get some rest. I'll keep an eye out, and I'll wake you for a watch if you want.
Okay. She'll
Right.
she'll go to bed and try to kind of rest.
Hey Ray, you should drag me towards the door again.
Should all get some rest. If you're worried about lunch, I'll be awake.
Anybody who doesn't rest up tonight is going to take 1 exhaustion point.
Would we be able to get a full night's rest even with taking watches?
If you take the remainder of the watch, and then so right now
Well,
it's
and
about
Terex
3.
doesn't actually sleep.
Yeah, so you could. Yeah, so he can take actually the whole goddamn watch if necessary, and you guys can go straight to bed.
All right, I'm just gonna do that then, since you don't fucking sleep.
So,
Yeah.
and if you guys are worried about the others, then I assume you might want to put the big guy in front of the door again.
It's actually in a different. Carrick's, you're in the same room with them.
Yeah.
Thumper, Raphia, and Ty are in.
Well, if those guys aren't panicking, then why are we panicking?
Because I didn't hear the story.
No, the other, not you, Thumper. The Rathia and
Raythia and Ty. Ty is sleeping. I don't know about Raythia. I think she just has too much attitude to even care at that point. You think I'm kidding?
No, I'm laughing because I'm waiting for her to chew you out. Alright, well, like I said, I'll take care of watch. You guys get some sleep.
Alright, moving on to next day.
Yep. The next morning away comes. It's bright and sunny and.
God
Actually,
awful.
no. Actually, no. I take it back. It's rainy as fuck.
Much better.
Yes, the best weather.
Do I feel any different with regards to Freya?
Distance, still the same.
How do I feel with Zeus right now?
The same.
How do I feel with my
Glad I'm not religious.
How is my
Have breakfast.
like I'm gonna do inspection of all my gear.
Your Thunderbolt symbol, which usually is lit up with an electric blue, is completely inert.
I'm gonna show that to Ryan.
All right, real quick.
Yeah,
Do you
that's pretty much how I feel too. I am not getting any sort of feeling with prayer. I'm not getting any kind of connection. It's making me nervous. I don't know what is going on here, but it is not good.
I think
Agent, is your old King Hun like considered a religion or something, or no?
It's not a religion. He's a deity. He's a manifestation of the primality of.
All right then.
So, Wraith is gonna head over to the other room and see how everybody is, and see the two plated people freaking out. You all okay?
no.
We both lost any sort of feeling or connection with our gods. It's a very strange thing, and I feel like it has to do with the city. There's something going on.
Well, didn't your whatever get all grimy when we were first dealing with that sick plague man?
This is
It's
different.
probably an Argal
It's-
thing.
It's not grimy and sickly. It's just like it's not there.
Yeah, rather than having a bad feeling or something, it's just she's gone.
Maybe they died. Anyway, you guys want breakfast?
Jim, what time is it?
It's probably around 10 in the morning.
Did not die.
Breakfast sounds divine.
I'll
So-
get up and start walking down towards the dining hall.
I'm gonna put away that bear trap. And then we go wake up Ty.
She kind of flusters awake, and you see that she's like, as soon as you like even touch her, she goes like there's a abnormally strong grip in her hands as she's trying to sink her tiny little fingers deep as they can go in your flesh and try to rake.
Who
I
the
don't think
fuck
I
is
would-
this?
I don't think I would mind that actually. I don't think it would hurt me, to be honest.
It's a
He's like, you don't threaten me with a good time.
it's a reflex.
Oh. I'm gonna like try and shake her awake. Is she? Does it look like she's having a nightmare or something?
No, I mean she kind of wakes up and she like you feel the grip kind of let go as she becomes like more awake as she kind of mutters a small like sorry.
Oh, by the way, how small is she? Can I just like lift her up with just one hand, something like that?
Probably, yeah. She's probably around 50 pounds at most.
Don't worry about a little girl. I've been hunting, and those credits do nothing to me. Now let's go. And I just literally scoop my hand under her and just like lift her up as we go downstairs.
Where are you taking my child, Thumper?
Eat breakfast, like you and I. Now let's go.
If you drop her, I will murder you.
I would like to see that. I would like to see you try, but I'm not gonna attempt.
What? When did we get the kid?
Ask her.
When did we get the kid?
Last session.
On our
No,
way in, when you guys were getting airdropped into the city rather than having to trape through.
I'm just
harassing
saying.
We crawled through the sewer. We didn't exactly get the first class seats.
No, Edna's there, right in front. Tavern.
Yeah. She's scrubbing down and appears that her and another woman or two are probably busy in the kitchen together, trying to put together a breakfast.
One breakfast for her, one piece of steak for me. If you even do that, I don't know.
She comes back with, eggs, some spiced sausages, couple cuts of bacon and all of that. There is a very, very suspicious looking piece of meat that's very thin, and you gather that's a steak.
Meat's meat. I'm gonna eat it anyways. You little lady, take your time eating this. As I set her down on the chair with and put the breakfast in front of her.
You see her kind of like feeling around, trying to find things.
I'm
You're
going to sit
blind?
next to her and kind of help her get food onto her plate and fork in her hand. And yeah, she's blind. Remember, Thumper?
I don't think I was told this or ever even saw her being blind.
Yeah, she has like white milky shit over her eyes and a gimpy leg.
Well, I understood that she was crippled. I didn't know she was blind.
Hey,
What?
Hey,
Well, at least I tried. You be the mother. Alright, I'm eating with this non-existent steak.
This, she's talking kind of with her mouth full, the way a little kid does. And she's like, this tastes so much better than what the smelly men give me all the time.
I don't even want to know.
Smelly Man?
Let's
Mhm.
not pry too deep to that, shall we?
There was a man that used to come around and give us kids that were outside food, but he always smelled really bad.
What did he smell like?
Don't you dare.
Garbage?
Okay.
Garbage? Question mark?
Okay. Would you like some syrup on your biscuit?
She nods. Like very energetically.
Wait, I don't want to delve deeper into that, thank you.
It's probably some fucked up shit.
Of course it is.
We're in foreign territory. We barely know anything about this culture, people. We want to not get killed, right? Succeed with our mission?
Yep.
Then put feelings and fear aside and do your job.
I don't think you need to tell me that twice, but that's sure, go ahead.
Where was it was the barmaid or the tavern keep that told us to wait for somebody?
Yeah.
Is she around this morning?
The Edna or the messenger or whoever's coming to pick you up.
The Edna.
She's here. She's busy in the back, just coming out periodically to serve people food and then popping back into the kitchen. You gather that there's probably not enough people to. There's not a full staff here.
Okay. Next time I see her, I want to walk up to her and to get her attention and say, "Hey, Edna, I believe we're waiting for a messenger. I'm not sure if anyone came by to pick us up yet. Would you happen to know when most people seem to stop by this place?"
People come and go. I don't really pay attention.
I'll go back to the table. Say, I don't think she understands cryptic messages.
I thought you said that the messenger would be coming at night.
I thought it was morning.
I just heard tomorrow.
When did you hear this?
When you were
When we were in the room.
I think I was asleep at that time.
Yep.
When did you guys into my room?
Never let Thumper take Never let Thumper take watch.
PCS will happen.
I'd be
Okay, for the record, I was asleep during that time, so can't even blame me for that.
I'd be more concerned about Thumper's companion the next time we try to take a sleep with him on watch.
No. Wait, did you say that in character?
I did.
Are you talking about my friend Snoo Snoo?
Yep.
No, he won't do anything harmful to us. The thing he will mostly like to do is just stab you in the butt.
Susnu was actually awake the entire time. He's just laughing his ass off at how stupid you are right now.
Wait, what did you say?
He heard the entire exchange, and he chose to not tell you a single damn thing as of right now because of how stupid you look right now. Debated.
You know, so is he choosing to tell me this now?
Yes, he is.
Alright, you just see me talking to a non-existent companion then for like a few minutes.
You hear Ty kind of peek up and like, who is he talking to?
Don't worry about it.
I have no idea.
She just kind of shrugs and goes back to her biscuit. You see that her ears are kind of what the fuck is the word? Curling happily with each bite.
After like a few minutes of talking to him, he does like the hand onto like, I don't know, he figures it out basically. And oh, so that's what you guys were talking about. Oh shit! All right then. Who cares about that? Let's just get what we're done here.
I want to look over at William and say, "Hey, William, you able to see what he's talking to?"
Nope. But soon enough, I might be able to figure out a way to.
I don't think you
level
will.
3.
I look you straight in the eyes and says, "I don't think you will."
I think I will. And I look you straight in the eyes as I gaze into it, staring deeper into your soul.
He's got very lovely amber eyes.
I have very lovely blue eyes.
Ryan rolls with green eyes.
Girls, you're both pretty.
Wraithia, do you not feel appreciated?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Anyways,
Alright.
the breakfast goes on kind of uneventful, I guess. As you guys are just sitting here with your thumb up your asses, make a perception check.
Any of us?
Yeah. Okay, Magnan, Miranda, and 3 of you.
I'm checking.
And yeah. William, you are deep staring into the possibilities of scrying using mashed potatoes.
Don't you dare.
Why do you have advantage on perception?
Bitch doesn't know.
It's probably just auto roll.
Hmm.
Shouldn't change the setting.
Yeah. I mean, she got a
Oh
4
yeah, I
anyways.
just leave it on.
Yeah, so that would be a 4. Okay, so Magnan, William, Miranda. I'm just gonna blanket clause this. The 4 of you are looking out as William. You see a very familiar silhouette, kind of dart past the grays, and is walking towards you guys. You see now that she's dressed in these. She's not wearing a cloak or anything anymore, but she seems familiar. Or not familiar. Shit.
Good job.
Yeah, I know. Fuck me. Whatever. I'm taking the investigation because I deal with it. The posture, the poise, everything kind of is familiar to you as it reminds you of the person that you brushed up against last night. But as you can see now, she's dressed in this somewhat finely crafted blue and gold, very eye-catching dress Not in the traditional Western or European style, but more of an Eastern style, like a cheap hall, which you can go and Google on your own. You see that her hair is blonde, and it is tied in a very long braid that kind of reaches the middle of her back. She's got green eyes and a very a face that's very appealing to many men. She kind of walks by and kind of sits down at your table. The three of you kind of catch the scent of perfume kind of tickling your noses.
So she has blonde hair and green eyes,
Yep.
and she's pretty.
Yep.
She's like the not scruffy version of Ryan.
Yes. She's also shorter than you. She's about 5'4".
Huh. Weird.
Tiny Lee.
Hello?
Hello. My mistress, I believe, has requested a meeting with you. Have you the gifts?
Gifts?
Oh god. Oh, yeah, I don't think they were there for that. I don't think Wraith has it.
We have something for
No,
someone.
doesn't Thumper have them?
We have something for someone.
Wraith was the one like asking if she wanted to sell it. I am in possession of it.
Yeah.
She kind of writes down, like, the table is, it's been cleaned, but she dips her finger in water and writes 50, 15, and 5.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
She then
For
wipes
which
it
would
from
you-
That doesn't include taxes.
For which would you pay the 50?
the bronze, my dear.
Hmm. Wraith dips her head and goes back to paying more attention to her kid.
I'm eating with the kid.
Are you
Ex-
all ready?
What?
What?
Are you all? Have you dealt with your affairs in the city?
Would you like breakfast? And I think we can wrap it up.
I have already had breakfast, thank you.
Well, we gotta wait for the kid to finish eating, I think.
She just kind of sits there, kind of legs crossed, arm on her hand on her head, waiting for Ty to finish. She's definitely something cut from a different cloth.
Could I try to see if this is all a guise? In some kind of. Yeah.
You can try to roll Arcana, see if there's any magic.
No. Can't you see through disguise selves with some kind of check? Yes, no?
Let me double check.
Yeah, it's investigation.
Yeah, it's an investigation check.
Alright.
You detect no magic.
Alright, cool.
All right, when Ty finishes, I'm gonna have her hop up onto my back again.
It says you're gonna let her hop on your back.
All right.
Are
So,
we gonna have a brawl thumper?
ah,
Well, then I guess our affairs are in order.
I'm really certain Thumper would win that fight. Just because he's a meathead with no brains.
You're right about that, but he's still gonna try anyways because he's that dumb.
she kind of leads you. So she nods and gets up, kind of leads you outside the tavern. As she's walking up to the grays at the side, You watch. I mean, and you're looking around. It's kind of a rainy day, so everybody has a cloak on. But you watch her wave her hand, and you make a perception check.
Any of us?
Any of you, yeah.
Yes.
So, William, for the first time, you see that on her pinky finger, there is a very well-crafted gem on a ring that is blood red in color. And as she waves it, these grays kind of go back into their normal state.
That's very interesting. I'm not going to say anything about it though right now.
As she leads you through the noble district, kind of taking a winding road to where you guys are going, you notice that the place is definitely of a different cut of fabric. You see that the places here are much taller than any of the places you've been previously. You see people walking out and conversing casually. You see a lot of different dineries and cafes, and you see a bunch. You actually see two elven women like casually sipping on some tea while conversing, or not elven women, sorry, human women
That
conversing.
wouldn't make sense.
I know, right? Because I was thinking elven because they're snooty, but no, human women kind of just chatting, gossiping casually while drinking tea and giving all of you a very disgusted eye.
All about me.
Except for the human in the
And me.
yeah.
I'm gonna look disgusted at them.
They don't even like dwarves.
No, they do not like the word. Yeah,
The paladin air of judgment is upon them.
Okay, real quick, is there any slaves among them, or is it just like all prim and proper people?
it's pretty much all prim and proper people. The dress is like definitely like more high class. Like you can tell that they were definitely tailored suits and tailored dresses, rather than the more rough, kind of functional dress that everybody else that you've seen so far wears. You see that the streets are cobbled. You see fucking horses clip-clopping everywhere. You get the sense that this is like genteel in nature.
All right, fair enough.
Rather loudly, so the snooty women making faces can hear. Rathia turns to Ryan. I thought I could smell some horse shit from here.
Yeah, looks like there's plenty on this side of town.
Hmm.
Did you just both turn into cowgirls or something?
I think they did.
What?
No, that was just some old-fashioned shade throwing.
Don't know.
Well, bless their hearts.
Oh,
Yeah.
country, Alabama.
Miranda, you would feel very in touch with this because this is like southern put down style. You know what I mean?
Y'all
Oh,
know
yeah.
it. Y'all know
Right
it
when
bless
you
your
just
heart
started
means
describing
south, right?
them. Well, yeah, that's why I said it. I'm from there.
Oh, yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Like, they're too
Bitch, go
fucking
fuck
stupid.
yourself.
They're too
Oh
fucking
my
God.
stupid to defend for
Never.
themselves. Poor them.
Well, I mean, you see the two women just like put their hands on their hands, like, "Oh my," and all that shit.
Oh my lord.
But yeah, basically the entire time you guys are, you're getting shot like dirty looks, pretty constantly. As you arrive at this, oh boy, this large, just out of character, like large kind of Roman-esque type of design for a building, with pillars and columns, and it's round in its shape. It's like several stories tall, and like across the sides there are these streaming blue silk banners that are just flying in the wind. And like in this and it's made out of the structure itself is kind of made out of this very, very fine marble. Across there's like a gilded plaque that says, in like a cursive almost, like the Evening Whisper.
I have a question. Do our deities feel any different in this part of town than they did in the other part?
Roll a religion check. As you guys are on the threshold, kind of walking up these stairs that lead to these vast double doors, Magnan, you kind of feel your connection to your deity start to pulse back in. Rion, you as well, but to a much lesser degree.
Interesting.
I still don't like this.
And these are like heavy kind of mahogany oak doors that kind of like, just think of like the most bitchin' set of like like think of the Titanic door handles, and that's basically it. It's just like opulence to the extreme.
Would I know anything about anything like this?
What do you mean?
Like anything about someone
About
blocking someone's connection to their deity? Like in my past, fighting the Outworld.
You've heard of some cases where there would have to be like a specific barrier set up when a structure is constructed in order to prevent outside influence from interfering.
It's called a Wi-Fi blocker.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
So that feeling was exclusive to the tavern?
No, it was exclusive to. I mean, you haven't explored any other places, but you gather that this, even when you were walking through the human district or the noble district, the connection was like dropped. It was lost, and only here do you feel a connection.
Okay.
Yeah, you were one barring.
There's literally a jammer there, and this place is free. Got it.
Oh, Jesus, Jammer.
Y'all need Jesus.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Jesus in your life.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus, alright?
Y'all motherfuckers need Talos.
He is pretty jamming.
Y'all motherfucker need to kill a beast.
Anyways, as you guys step through, it's, how can I say this? The walls are festooned with like these frilly pink, I don't even fucking know how to describe them, like banners or frills or some shit. There is
Ribbons?
like ribbons, thank you. Fuck, I am blanking so hard right now.
Chad?
No.
Yeah.
You see like tapestries of individuals in various stages of copulation. You see a giant statue of like this massive bull just staring at you guys. And you know, it's fully articulated with a bull cock in there too. Like past that, like the carpet is so fucking soft, and you see it's in like this deep violet and red type of pattern that is so soft you feel like you're sinking. And throughout the air, there's this heavy smell of perfume that's just concentrated into this like musk of female personified. There is like this, the only things that you see like directly here is a long winding staircase that reaches up and spirals up as you guys look up, and you see that there is a large heavy desk to the right with a flaxen-haired girl kind of standing there, dressed in what appears to be pretty much a see-through rope and nothing else underneath.
Yeah, Ryan's gonna look at the bull, turn a bit red, look away from the bull, look around the room, and then look at her feet.
I'm just going to not look at her.
Ryan
Well,
looks
you guys
dead
act
for
like you've never
boobs
seen.
because fuck yeah, boobs.
You guys act like you've never seen a woman before.
I
Magnet's
don't
not
think-
impressed.
I don't think Thumper cares.
So we're going right on up.
Actually,
But
the woman that led you here kind of talks to the receptionist. The receptionist goes away, and then for a few minutes, and then kind of nods. She takes you guys behind the staircase where there is there's another room, and she opens it and beckons you all forward.
oof, okay.
I mean, I guess I'll go in.
I'll be at the end.
Wait, so run that by me again, because I think I missed part of it.
So there's a room under the staircase that she led you to, and she opens the door and she's gesturing for you guys to go in.
This is the naked woman.
All right, following
No.
in.
Yeah. No, not the receptionist. The person who led you here.
Okay. Yeah.
As you guys file in, you guys see that you're in a room with a few rather red couches, a sofa. There's a small wooden table in the middle with tea already set out for you guys. There's a couple of vases kind of decorated on each corner of the room. There's yet another tapestry of copulation kind of behind the biggest couch there. And as soon as you guys all walk in, she kind of shuts the door. There is another door that is to your right.
Ryan will stand facing that door, and if she can face that door and face away from the tapestry, that is what she will choose to do.
Can I go ahead and investigate?
I'm gonna go ahead and stand next to Ryan because I wanna
I'm
be
gonna
near
try.
just in case some fucking weird shit happens with the deity.
There's two doors, right? The one that person just left, and another door, right?
Right, it's basically shaped like a reverse L, where the door you guys came from is the south, and then there's a door to the east.
I want to
Ooh.
investigate that tapestry. Check behind it.
Okay, roll a investigation.
I'm gonna try and open that other door.
It's a fucking tapestry. Nothing else behind it. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Well, looks like the only way out is forward.
I'm ready to tell me to open the door. Does it open?
Oh, you're trying to open the door?
Yeah.
You put your hand on the door handle, which is this. You've seen the horizontal type, which you have to swing down in order to open. You know what I'm talking about, like the ones in like hotels.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, like those.
Okay.
You take your hand there and you try to swing it down, but it feels like it's locked. You hear slight murmurings behind the door.
I look at Kurix. I guess we wait here. Just people on the other side of this door. I think they're here to see us.
Oh, it's locked?
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, who's carrying Ty right now?
Wraith.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna set her down on a couch. Make sure she's doing okay.
If you need help carrying her, I've got, strength and stuff.
It's all right. She
You can
barely
give her
weighs
to
anything.
me. You can give her to
Thank
me.
you, though.
Yeah, no worries.
What are you gonna do with the kid when we freaking end up having to fight some monsters?
She couldn't leave her to get hurt over and over again. It's an unfortunate situation, but we'll do our best to keep her safe.
Well, I'm going to fight the monsters to protect myself and to protect her and to protect you guys. Same as ever.
You're gonna bring her into the fight?
If I have to.
I thought we came here to bring the child into the safety of the evening whispers.
I didn't agree to any of that.
But who's the one that received the message?
That was
I didn't
William.
receiving it.
Wait, was that the one that saw the message?
Yeah, Sarah, or yes, I forget her name. Told us that we can take her here.
The kid will either die in the field with us or die at the hands of somebody else. I think we need to put. her
You're
where she
roboting,
belongs.
dude.
Oh, goody.
This probably would be a lot safer than the field, but let's feel it out first because we need to make sure it is adequate.
If I have to, I'll take her back to Axel and Sarah. That's the only place I'm comfortable leaving her.
I'm pretty sure Sarah told us to bring her to this place actually. Since we couldn't bring her back towards the original place in the first place.
You want to leave her in this place? Wraith just
Yeah.
points to the tapestry.
Hey, don't look at me. Don't look at me. It was Sarah or Horace?
Elaine.
Was that? No. Elaine was asleep at the time. Was it Sarah and Horace that told me to do that or no?
Well, I don't think we can make an informed decision until we talk to these people, so let's talk to them and then hash it out.
So,
Alright, we'll just wait here again.
after about 30 minutes, you hear the door unlock, and what you see is a rather comely-looking woman, probably in her 40s, dressed in very functional, simple wear, as opposed to the people outside. Just a very simple tunic and pants. Not to say that it's not refined in taste, but it is very functional and not extravagant. Her hair has started turning a little bit. You can definitely see some more gray hairs kind of filling in where previously there would have been a very deep brunette. Her eyes are hazel, and she gives off the impression that she owns the place, and she is probably the person that you're to speak with. Ah, yes. This group. Have you the items?
Do you have the gold?
50, 15, and 5.
Sounds like a fair deal.
Hold up. 15, 15, and 50, 15, and 5.
50, 15, and 5.
Yeah, 50, 15, and 5.
Was that the deal? No, it was.
There's 50, 15, and 5.
Oh. Wait, then why did the chick earlier say 50? Well, never mind, I might be derping. I'll let you do it.
That checks out, right? I asked Carix.
That checks out.
Alright, I'm gonna get the incense things from my pack.
All right. You bring it out and present it to her. She kind of nods and takes it. She sets it on the table and actually takes out the 3 burners, goes back into her private room, takes out these 3 big fucking sticks of incense. She starts muttering a little something, and then she plants each of these incense in each of the incense burners. They fit it basically to capacity, lights each in one of them, and the bronze one glows red, the silver one glows green, and the gold one glows blue. Now, we can speak openly.
Those scrying noble things aren't watching anymore?
These incense will take care of the job.
Glorious. I hate those guys. End of story. How do we stop them?
You must understand. They rose to power through blood, and they have an iron grip on this city. Now, I've heard rumors that quite a few of the mages have stuck their fingers into all sorts of pots, including forbidden magics, summoning things.
So you think they might be a part of what's happened to the water?
She nods.
Do I still have the book on me?
No.
Alright.
Do you know what the significance of these three numbers are? 50, 15, and 5.
I don't think we were
No.
told much besides the fact that it's the gold, silver, and copper things.
She kind of smiles, like, you know, a school teacher smiling, trying to coax an answer from the most retarded student in the room. When you add the three numbers up, they add up to 7. Or more precisely, 70. 7 is the sacred number of Nergal. That was the point of the relay between you and I. Now that I know what's going on, I can explain a little better about what's... Before you all came, there was a ship that had been fired upon. This ship was flashing the signals for quarantine, and so the Greys blew it out of the water. Not soon after that, the river started turning green. And I've heard rumors of ratmen taking street urchins away from the city and never return. How these all connect together, I don't know. All I know is that Nergal has a hand in playing with life itself, corrupting it. And do know this as well. As she explains to you the fucking history of the city and its current status.
I think Thumper will just like blank out halfway through.
Yeah, I know. But it's kind of like she tells you that the city of Sarn is a vassal state, that its government, although it's in the Empire's territory, it is at this current point independent of the Empire's laws. And so at this current moment, there is a lot of oppression, a lot of unjust things happening. And the Council of Mages, she believes, is using this as an excuse to rid the city of non-humans and basically trying to consolidate their power. They want to make Sarn an independent state.
Well, I don't know much about politics, but I know that's not going to go very well.
She continues on to tell you that there have been strange sightings recently. of these rat-like beings that have strangely appeared near the outskirts of the city, and how street urchins are basically disappearing, never to return, just outside the city gates.
Are you saying we should scout these out and see what?
And she's telling you that there is a temple of Asclepius that fell to ruin maybe 200-300 years ago. That recently, through her resources, she's heard that there's activity there again.
And you want us to check out what that activity is and or destroy it if it poses a threat.
She nods.
All right, that's all I need to know. How about you guys?
Is there anything else we might find there?
She looks very intently at you, Magnan, and you, Rion. If the place has been desecrated like I believe it to be, and there's a long pause here, I pray that your faith in your patrons is strong enough to weather it.
But we've both noticed that we lose our connections with our patrons as soon when we're outside of. This is the only building I've felt my goddess in for a long time in the city. Is there something blocking that connection?
It's just been quiet to me too.
I suspect so. This place was built at the behest of my father. As you watch, her form just shifts very, very slightly. The age withers, goes away. The dress, or not the dress, but the tunic and everything go away. Everything just kind of fades, and you see that there are two beings that pop out in place with flares of fire. The entire room suddenly gets very warm, not uncomfortably warm, but more warm as the entire space kind of distorts. As the person in front of you transforms into the.
Sorry, transforms into what? That last part cut out for me.
One of the I just clicked show to players for one of the notes. You guys should be able to see it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
a succubus?
I am Nkel, daughter of the Emperor. It isn't, and the proprietor of the Evening Whisper. And also one of the spies responsible for gathering intel on this.
Well, at least you look better than the sun.
She arches an eyebrow at that. Now, are you prepared to undertake your task?
Is there anything you have for us that might assist?
Is there anything that can help us kill them faster?
There's a pause. as you can see her hesitating. Eventually, she holds out one of her hands, and you see almost like a cross-dimensional rift spontaneously open and drop a very, very small chest, about hand-sized. Do not use this unless you are in dire strait. As she places it on the table.
Should I take it?
What does the chest look like?
It's a small, flat chest that is about the size of maybe 3 decks of playing cards in width, and just about as thin as that. If you is one of you guys going to open it up?
I will, because I'm the one that asked for it.
You open it, and what you see are 3 tubular.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Oh, this is good.
3 tubular vials with a needle at the end. Each
Oh
of
my
them
God.
with this shimmering purple liquid that roils and froths even within this vial itself.
What is this?
No,
Ask her.
Yes.
No, he might as well learn.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't want to metagame this.
We both know what this is. I think Wraith knows what this is. I don't.
No, Wraith does not know what this
Let's
is.
lay it on this
Okay,
one.
it's just me and Carix that knows about this, but we're not gonna metagame.
This is called Slot. It is a drug that was used, and Magnan, you would know this. It is a drug that is used to temporarily increase your effectiveness in combat, but at a very steep cost.
What kind of cost?
She looks directly at you, Rian. And the words she tells you just brings chills down your spine. You will be crippled for 1 week afterwards. Subsequent use will further deteriorate your flesh. This is not a drug to be given or used unless your life is forfeit.
So steroids times 10.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that box. Someone else can carry it.
No. Oh, I'm taking 1 vial. How many vials are in this?
There are 3 vials.
I'm taking 1.
William will
I
take
don't-
one.
I don't know how to feel about this.
I can't really do anything with it.
So basically, we just stab this into our body and we get really strong.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna immediately take it before he can.
No, I already took one. Screw you.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
3.
I'll take one for the backlines in case one of you falls, because I'll probably be the last one to fall in these kinds of fights.
Yeah, we basically
don't
just
mind.
drug ourselves up. If last resort. Got it. Alright.
Do note, the effect will last 1 minute.
1 minute is all I need.
What's it called again?
Slot.
Yes, it is.
Slots. Here, it's this thing.
Magnan, roll a history check for me.
God, I love being an old character. I get to know all the things.
Slot is a very, very, very dangerous drug, but it's not the strongest one. There are 2 tiers. There are 2 tiers above it. One is called Rage, and it's colored in a very iridescent green. The highest tier is called Straight Death. It is black.
I'm guessing that's literally what it does. It just kills you at the end of it.
it destroys you, and you've heard rumors that people who use death cannot be revived in any way, shape, or form. And the soul is obliterated.
Oh. Do I know anyone personally who has used this thing?
No.
Have I ever seen it before?
No. You just know from kind of barracks talk, these drugs are dangerous, use them with caution, and for the love of fucking God, don't OD.
Got it. I still don't know how I feel about this. You're gonna have to give me a while.
I see it as literally a last resort drug.
Were these vital to winning any major battles?
Are you asking in character or out of character?
Character.
In character?
Mhm.
The Battle of Karshir. A regiment took death and were able to push back and seal the gates before collapsing and all of them horribly dying.
Okay.
Man, I wonder what that stuff would do to a mage.
She smiles, all teeth. You really don't want to find out.
Well, hopefully I don't have to. Oh, did you hear what I said?
You said hopefully you don't have.
Alright, cool.
Should we get going then?
I believe we should.
Yeah, I guess so. What about Ty?
Oh yeah, little girl can come with us. It's too dangerous. She's on Wraith's back, so I point to little girl.
I am also going to say that the girl has to stay.
You see now that there's a kind of floating metallic eye almost that kind of floats in lazily.
But I know this is something. Some kind of magic.
You would know this is some kind of magic, but you have no what school or feature it would be. So far, all the magic you've seen in this room is beyond your understanding.
Oh man. Yo. What's her name again? Fuck. Dude. So bad with names.
Her name is this.
Okay. Well, Mikkel. What is that?
My brother and your superior is watching through this. What say you, brother? Will you leave her in my care until this ordeal is finished? Or would you rather hazard the loss of an innocent on the field? You watch as the eye kind of swirls and it kind of unfurls a little bit, and it kind of projects a direct, almost kind of illusory version of Axel here, as he says, "She should remain here. We will pick her up after we are done with all. Keep her safe, sister." You lot, I have news for you. Squad
Yes,
1 Squad 1 has been decimated.
Squad 1
Who's
was
in squad
located.
one? Can I a history check for that? Do I know them?
You don't know them, you've heard of them. They're the ones that were here.
Yeah, I was about to say, where was the last... We had 3 known positions for the squads. Where was that last one known?
The last one was over here.
If I can get crap out of the way. Is that the one towards the top one?
Top right.
Okay.
They were investigating the docks. But Squad 1 was right here.
So we knew they were there, but they died somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
Any news about how they died?
The White Raven lives.
That was probably the clump
He
of
does.
metal I saw last night in the vision.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing he does is jump up.
Yeah. Is there anything that you could tell us about the White Raven? How he does his thing, how he actually is able to kill out these squads by himself? Or with a group?
Can I make another history check to see if I know anything more about him?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Remember? I don't even know what you remember.
You just go into a frickin' flashback, and then you're stuck there for a while.
Damn it.
You're spacing out.
You know that dog gif where and you see the Vietnam flashbacks?
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Could they tell us on how he is actually so effective? Like, what does he do?
I don't know what he has done to allow himself to live for this long. What I can tell you is he wields the powers of out.
Oh, what?
He is one of their champions.
He wields the power of what?
Outworld.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Outworld.
He is
One of
one of
the
their
play-
champions, and he is very dangerous. Do not engage unless you are certain you can win.
I look at the vial. I look back at everybody else. Look at the vial again. I pocket it.
I smile.
Okay, well, shall we get going?
Where are we going? Exactly.
Wait, where is this place at anyways? Did she tell us that?
No.
So after that whole exchange, you see his hologram form kind of fade, and the eye returns to normal. I can draw you a map to the Temple of Asclepius.
It's outside the city, right?
Correct.
Alright, no problem then.
She basically spends about 15 minutes drawing a rudimentary type of diagram, and Carex, you're sitting there listening and kind of nodding along, kind of digesting all the information as you're making a mental map of it. You think you have the gist of it down.
Yep.
I don't know the area, or at least it's wilderness, so I have to know.
Well then. Carex, you were saying something?
Well, I was about to say, alright, I think I got it.
Good. So, I have done my task. It's time for you to do yours.
quick. We haven't gotten any like additional gold other than what most of us started with, right?
No.
Okay. It's like I don't even have anything to buy even like one potion.
Yeah, I can't even buy a spell, but that's whatever.
Do you think we actually able to get anything in this godforsaken town?
You never know, and anything can help.
We're still in the room with him, Kel, right?
Yes.
Do you know anywhere we can like stock up the supplies? Because knowing this shit town that is racist, I don't think we'll be able to get stuff.
That depends. Do you want it quickly, or do you want a good selection?
I would even trust somebody in an alley at this point.
Hey, if the merchandise works, why complain?
She kind of smiles and claps her hand twice. You see the door that you guys came through kind of swing open, and in come just a freaking parade of chicks in these fucking see-through robes, carrying everything from armor to weapons to potions. That is the best I can offer.
Wow, you
I'm
run a
looking at the
very
weapons.
efficient business here.
I'm looking at the
Whoa.
weapons first. Wait,
I
are these
want
for
to look
free?
at the armor.
There is... So which armor are you looking for?
I was going to look for a breastplate, I believe.
I look
There,
back at her. Wait, are these free or do you have to pay?
I would prefer gold, but given the circumstances and how rare these are at this point, I'm willing to sell them at the discount.
Hilarious. I will take my time inspecting these weapons.
Well, then I will do it in Jin's favor and say I'll take a potion of healing for about 30 gold, if you will.
That sounds fine to me.
Alright, now I'm out.
Yeah, I literally have no money. Let's go wait.
is there anything better than plate mail here?
Which one are you looking for specifically?
But so you have plate already, that's almost the highest you're gonna get.
Yeah, if you go any higher, you're gonna start racking up like gold prices.
Actually,
Okay.
plate is the highest, isn't it?
Yeah, plate is highest.
18 AC for plate.
Jin,
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's like 1,500 per plate, though.
Yep.
I'm gonna open my wallet. Is my 44 gold still there?
Actually, it's 60 gold.
Nice. Alright, I'm looking for like any fell-handed like weapons. Most preferably a maul or great axe.
I'm sorry, were you actually talking about something a magical plate or armor? It's like the only way it would be higher.
Yeah.
That would run you. That would run you extremely high.
Specifically, I was looking for like enchantments.
Oh yeah, Jin's not so nice on that.
He isn't.
That's gonna run you, dude. That's probably looking at like 3K minimum.
I don't got that, so.
I think if you look in the shopping channel, he put the rules for how he's running that still.
So, is there a breastplate that I could buy?
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a few potions of healing.
Okay. Breastplate wise, she'd probably be willing to sell it to you at 300, but no lower than that.
Yeah, I can't do that. I only have like 160 something. So.
Yeah.
Wait, you actually have money?
She has a noble background, so she's
Yeah.
Ooh, Jin, I'm looking for a maul or a great axe.
Maul.
Or a great axe, if it's available.
Let me double check the. So that would be. Let's see, Maul. That doesn't give me the price. Keep it. God damn it! When is this turning into shopping? Whatever.
Okay, first.
Hold on, let me look. I have to Google the fucking weapon price now.
Not the intent, and you're the one that brought out a smorgasbord.
No, I know, but this is just like final. Before you just kind of pat you on the back and just go have at him. You see one mall that's kind kind of tribal design with a tiki face. Probably about 10 or 15 gold.
Wait, a tiki face?
Yes, a tiki face.
I'll
It's a
take it.
tiki. It's a tiki mall.
I'm gonna like, I'm gonna like, am I allowed to like test this for a bit?
Don't damage the room.
Or I'm just gonna grab it and swing it around for a little bit, and then if it feels right, I'm just gonna pay for it.
It feels nice. The tiki actually has a couple of maracas or some kind of shaker on it, so it's just like every swing.
Hey, I'm definitely buying that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So yeah, just write that. Just note that your mall is a tiki mall.
Yeah. All right. How much gold is that?
So that would be 15 gold.
All right.
I'm just grateful you didn't say rain stick.
I could, if the pole thing is like hollow enough, I could put stones in it if you want.
Oh my god, that'd be funny. All right, anyone else?
Does she have anything for free?
No.
Alright, then yeah, I'm leaving the room. I'm sad facing. Life of a poor wizard.
Magnan, why are you rolling history again?
What? That was for the.
Oh,
check.
okay. I was just like, I heard a ping. I was just like, what the hell? All right. Cool.
I'm just delving further into my flashbacks, man.
Yeah. You're just like flashback. The entire time, like you're just standing there like stone still. Eventually, you crumple to the ground.
I do have a question.
Yes.
If provided we're not killed in this battle and we do get paid, can I come back and buy that breastplate from you?
She nods. Money is money.
Great.
All right, I'm done here. I got a fucking tiki mall. Let's go.
Oh my god. That's just funny. Anyways, you guys exit back through and, you know, you get yourselves escorted back into the commoner districts. Where the person who kind of led you through kind of returns back to her place. You guys are now smack dab in front of the Midnight Tide. And what are you guys doing?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do? We're gonna go to the docks. Or we gotta do something.
I thought
We
we were
were
told
told-
not to go to the docks.
We were
Yeah.
warned to stay away from the docks. Not technically like told, but we
Yeah.
were given a job by Her Majesty, whatever, and let's do it.
We're given
I'm gonna look at the-
information.
I'm gonna look at the pearl and see if and just say to it, or like I guess convey like the message of like going to something. Someone just fart.
Yep.
Dude, like every time someone uses it, I could just spot that shit out instantly. Like someone farted earlier, I think it was Thumper. Definitely heard it through your mic.
Okay, no, I'm pushed to talk, so screw
I know.
you.
But I heard it through your mic while you were talking. But
I
yeah,
was following my chair then.
okay. So I'm so sorry, man. I'm like kind of tired. I haven't drank my coffee for today.
That's fine, man.
So we're supposed to go where again? I know she wants us to do something and deal
Give
with
us a
like
map.
the where.
There's a temple we're supposed to go to.
She gave us a map. Let's go follow it.
Also, Magnan, now that you're outside of the place and fully out of, you remember the head priest mentioning something about a temple of Asclepius in the city.
We're talking about memory. What is that again?
There was a temple of Asclepius in this city or near this city that he wanted you to investigate because it felt silent.
Guys, remember back in what's the name of the main city? Fuck.
Chang'e.
Capital, just go with
Yeah.
capital.
Back in the
Chang'e.
capital, when we were at the temple, they told us about to go investigate this temple here, temple of that's gone silent.
Hold up. I need to make sure that we should be doing what we're doing here, because I am going to look into my stone and convey the message of this woman telling us to do something, or telling us to like deal with the were people, whatever,
You
and
get,
see what she says.
you get the word back, Asclepius.
What, me?
Yeah. You're talking through. You're trying to convey it through the pearl, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the response is Asclepius.
Is there any emotional, like, should we pursue it, or?
There is a sense of confirmation, and that's about as much as you get.
Alright, so,
The crystal says Asclepius, so let's go to Asclepius. Let's go.
okay, let's go.
I think we're gonna leave it there, unless you guys want to go a little further, because you guys are headed towards a
Can we
very
at least make it to the front of the dungeon, then we'll just end it there?
yeah. All right. So
But don't explain it yet. You should explain it next time, because we'll all forget.
yeah, that's true. He hasn't had his coffee yet.
Yeah, just to save your breath.
Alright, fine.
So with that, we'll close out the night. You guys are still ragtag and have been basically directed to go the fuck. Smash. I just saw that.
Oh, I can't wait to cast spells, man. It's gonna feel good.
Why did she have this in her possession? That is my question.
I don't know. Probably
She got it,
got a lot of
she got it
kinky
as a
people.
gift.
Why wouldn't you have that in your possession?
Obviously.
Yeah, man. Fucking Tiki Mall. Fuck you, man.
I don't know, but I love it. I'm really calling it TV Smash. I swear to God, the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna do a rain dance with this thing.
Yeah, you know those. You know, like the. Oh my god. You know the face that the Tiki face that you have from Crash Bandicoot.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's that face.
Wait, which one?
Hold on, let me Google it. Oh god.
Yeah, I
Yes,
hope
yes.
you guys don't mind, but I'm gonna bounce right now.
Yeah,
Have a
man.
good one.
Hey, silly question, but does anyone know how to change the picture on Roll20? I was trying to put a character picture on there and I can't figure out how.
Oh, in Roll20, you go to just Roll20 straight up.
Oh, okay. Oh, not the other one?
Which one? The smiley one?
No, like the angry one.
Oh no! It's the smiley one. That makes it funny.
Yeah, look.
Okay.
You gotta Roll20 straight up. Just Roll20 site. Go to the right. You'll see your name. Drop down arrow.
Actually, it's this
My
one.
profile. And then you'll see your picture. Just drag and drop it on that.
Oh, Jen, you know like the slamming part of the
Thank
hammer?
Got you.
Does it have
And
like
then
that emboss? Does it have like that face embossing into it? So whenever I smash the floor, it just leaves a face.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my God.
On all four, like in four directions. It's just the same thing.
Does anyone remember where I would have a note that says a bag with 240 gold in it?
That was from when you guys first. That's from the first session, and I
That's
thought
when
you guys
first-
split it up.
Yeah, and then we all just took it. Or like split it because we didn't. I don't know.
Alright, I'll eliminate that comment.
Yeah.
Alright, you still have my health potion. Just saying.
I still have whose health potion?
Dude, I'm still like
My
fucked
health
up from this drive across country.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Carax, we have Thumper's health potion.
Alright, well then, I got it, so I have two, so one for you, one for me.